Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! For the 21st of TISHREY in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Wicked Wars. It is forbidden for anyone except a perfect tzaddik to challenge the wicked and the opponents. Such a tzaddik must be a person who has already completely separated out and expelled all the bad from himself, out of all the four elements which subdue all the various character traits, until he is certain that he will not stumble in any transgression. Only a tzaddik like this and the people who are attached to him can provoke the wicked, but anyone who has not completely nullified the bad in himself, and though he does not commit any actual transgressions, the possibility of his doing so still exists, is not a perfect tzaddik, and is forbidden for him to challenge the wicked. The reason for this is that such a person can be harmed, God forbid, by the deep breath taken by the wicked, which they draw from the other side, and which for a time is extremely powerful. May God save us. But the perfect tzaddik can lower himself to the channel through which the wicked receive their breath of life and can break it and subdue it, bringing about their total demise. Don't willfully war with wicked ones unless positively perfectly pure. The way to separate the good from the bad in oneself is through Torah study and prayer. More specifically, by studying the codes and by clarifying the law, a person separates out and sifts out the good from the bad. He also expels and nullifies the evil in himself in all the four elements which subdue all the various character traits. This is the main way for a person to perfect himself. But the way to merit the intellect necessary to clarify the law is through prayer. Furthermore, when a person prays for something, even though his request has been fulfilled as a result of his prayer, the thing which he has asked for exists only in potential. Through Torah study, his request is completed and goes from potential to actual. In this way, his will is then accomplished and his request fulfilled, and he will merit to bring about the total demise of the enemies and opponents. Torah technically pulls potential prayer into recognized real reality. The wellspring of Torah wisdom emanates from prayer. Therefore, the only way to merit to clarify the law is through prayer. When a person studies in this manner, it is considered as if he has created the world anew. Furthermore, he merits to sift the good from the bad in all of the four elements, which effectively constitutes the rectification of everything. He is then able to completely subdue the opponents. Tzitzis embody the concept of the holy breath of life. With the mitzvah of tzitzis, a person can make up all that he lacks by sighing. He also subdues the breath of life of the forces of impurity, the raging storm wind, and the breath of spiritual pollution, and expels the bad from the good in all of his character traits. In turn, he can overcome the opponents and the wicked and subdue them completely. It may be understood from this that it is beneficial for a person to sigh as he is wrapping himself in his talus, since that time is a particularly propitious one for tapping into the breath of life to fill what he lacks. Sighing with some strings punches out impurity and pollution. The tzaddik hears the sighs of all those who are attached to him, since from him life goes out to every one of them. He is a man who possesses the breath, the ruach, Bamidbar 27:18, about whom our sages of blessed memory taught. He knows how to approach each person according to his own spirit, ruach, Rashi and Bamidbar 27:18. In other words, he supplies and makes up what is lacking in the breath of life of each and every one of them. Righteous ruach rectifies missing midos. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.